Yeah, hello, this is Hugh. This is day 3 of the Blade 120 S2 DIY build or do-it-yourself. And today we're going to install the rotor head assembly. This one is already assembled. And anyway, I'll zoom in and go over that in a second. But so what it looks like today is we're going to install the rotor head assembly minus the main rotor blades because those tend to get in the way. And then after that, we'll go with the servo for the left and right. And if we have time, we'll do the servo for the front and rear, but I doubt that's going to happen. So anyway, let me get zoomed in here and we'll get started. Okay, this is the rotor head. Has a hole in it. This lines up with a hole on the top of the main shaft. You slide it down and then the screw and pin, for it screws into that, and that's what holds this onto the main shaft. So anyhow, I just wanted to kind of show you that one because this one's already put together. So here we go. Line up the holes here. Slide it down. Make sure we got that there. I have to use my magnifier here to make sure I have this right. Line up the holes. And there she is. I can see daylight through there. So when I work on the side of the helicopter, especially if I already have the tail assembly attached, I like to use this foam. This is the kind of foam you find in like gun cases and stuff. This allows me to lay that on there without damaging anything. It just gives me a better angle. So we already have the screw on the end of this screwdriver here. This is going to hopefully go in and connect the rotor head assembly to the shaft. This light adjusted here. Okay, here we go. That screw nice and straight on there. And I'm using the hobby grade screwdriver today. This, or I should call it a precision screwdriver set, which is something you're really going to want to get. Okay, now if I hold on to the head assembly, gives me, then I can apply a little bit more pressure on the screw, make sure it's okay. I'll check the other side. Alright, it looks like she's in there real good. So good, we're good to go there. Now, this will give us something to attach our servo to once we get that installed. Now, the servos, show you the right one here. There's two. This helicopter has two servos. They're basically the same servo. One has a longer wire and with a connector on the end, and the other one does. So this is the servo that goes on the back right side. So this is the servo for the left and right roll. So when you're using your left and right roll on your controller, this is what you're actually activating, is this servo. And if you're putting in all new stuff like this, see, we're building this from scratch, so I had to actually buy the control rods as well because we don't have any to reuse. So what I'd like to do, first of all, get this little tag out of the way. That's good enough for now. Now, this servo mounts You want to want, of course, you want the gear. You look at the servo, you'll see the gear, and then the pinion gear for the motor and the larger gear for the servo itself. You'll see those. You're going to want those at the bottom. You have 4 holes in the servo for on the board to mount it, and you'll see you have 4 pegs here on the back right side, and these line up with those, and that's how this thing gets attached to it. Alright. Now we're going to have to start over here, I think. They did not include the screws for these servos. Okay. Alright, I'm pretty sure I have them. We're going to stop here and start over. Locate those screws now. Boy, is that annoying or what?